This video is probably the reality check you did not even know you needed, or you probably did know you need and you was kind of looking for something. I got you. Hello everybody. Hello. I'm so excited to be making a video today. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you have been well. I hope you have been healthy and feeling good. If not, I got you. I know May is Mental Health Awareness Month and that's coming up. So I feel like this video is very timely right now for the girl who, I don't know where you at in your life right now. You might be feeling really good mentally. You might feel like you could be better. You might be feeling like a little lost. You might be feeling real off. So this video is to really help pick you back up, to really make you feel even better, depending on where you are at mentally, and really remind you of who you are. Kind of like snap back into reality kind of video. Yeah, we're doing that. So first off, if you are new to seeing me, my name is Danae Anaya. I discuss all things glow up, self-help, loving yourself. I show my lifestyle sometimes. So if you like stuff like that, then I would love to have you. All right, I'm mainly making this video because I feel like we need a reset. Okay, this also comes from me as well. This video is me coming from myself as well. And I needed a reset in my mindset, to be completely honest with you. I feel like lately, so I'm in my 30s, my very early 30s. And to be completely honest with you, I thought life would be way different by now. When I was younger, I imagined having my own family. I imagined having kids by at least my early to mid 20s, at least. So now that I'm in my early 30s, and life is literally different, completely different from what I could have ever imagined. And although I'm grateful for my life, I'm grateful for the people and the things I have in my life, I found myself in this state of mind of feeling desperate for what I thought my life would be like by now. I felt myself feeling like, why don't I have this? Why don't I have that by now? And that could really mess with you. And it's crazy because, although our feelings are valid, you might be feeling the same. Maybe you are in your 20s, your 30s, and your 40s, and life is completely different for you right now. And you would have never thought it would be like this right now. Let me tell you, your feelings are totally valid. My feelings are totally valid. All of our feelings are totally valid. Take it in, process it, be real with yourself. Don't be like, oh, I shouldn't be feeling like this. No. But I think that you could feel how you feel, but it's also about perception and your mindset. Instead of feeling sorry for yourself, I don't want anything to be a pity party. And that's what I was kind of going through, was a self-pity party of why me? Why not me? So if you've been feeling like that lately, then especially when it comes to your love life or your dating life, I see it all over the place. The dating pool is shit, or why don't I have this by now? And I'm going to be single forever. Or I really wanted a kid, but in today's society, I'm good. I see it all over all the time. I really want to help you gain some hope and really help with your mindset. All right, so let's get into it. Girl, how is your money? Let's just get into it. How is your money? How is your finances? How is your overall financial health? Okay, I know some of us might be feeling cause I was feeling like this too. When you're single, or when you're living on your own, or when you are taking a lot of responsibilities on your own, whether you're living with someone or whether you're living by yourself, whatever. If you are paying a lot of your own bills, you really might been thinking to yourself, when is someone gonna come in and help me with this life? When am I gonna have my partner? We could probably, he helps me out way more, or helps take off some of this burden off of me. Trust me. If you had those thoughts, I've had those thoughts. But the whole thing of I don't want to say, I know people say no one is coming to save you. But I know we hear that everywhere. I feel like I have God all the time. I have Jesus. But at the end of the day, y'all, you really have to look out for yourself. You have to look out for yourself. I don't want you laying around or soaking in depression or feeling sorry for yourself because you thought by now your Prince Charming would come and save you and take care of your life. Okay? Like, you could look, if you want to be out there putting yourself in situations to meet a man like that, cool, by all means. But behind the scenes, I'm gonna need you to still stand on business, stand on your own business, stand on getting your own money, stand on whatever that involves you being like, look, with or without someone, with or without me ever meeting someone, with or without, I'll be fine. I can hold my own. All right. So ask yourself that question. How is your finances? How is your money? How is that right now? Really try to work on saving your own day. You know, if your credit is not looking good, if your bank account is on its last leg, if lights are about to get cut off, I really hope times get better for you. I really pray. But I really want you to work on that. Work on that. Prioritize that. Okay? Like, the men would be there, the dating would be there, you know, like all that would be there. But we need to ground you and put you on your own 2 feet so that when Mr. Right, you know, if he does come along or when he does come along, you'll feel like, look, with or without you, I'm good. I don't gotta kiss your ass. If you cannot look at your life right now and be like, look, I have this amount of money saved for X, Y, and Z months. Oh, look, I can buy whatever I want due to my credit. Oh, look, I have this money stashed away for emergencies. If you cannot say that to yourself right now, then honey, like, a man will be there. All right. We need to work on you first. We need to work on you building yourself up first. We need to work on you grounding yourself first instead of worrying about chasing behind some man who might not even make your situation better, if not make it worse. All right. So how about you worry about that first? How about you worry about your career first? And it's not always about the money. What do you want to do in life? What is your career looking like? I'm not saying you can't have fun, you can't live your life. Yes, you can. But I need you to center your livelihood and your career and your finances more than these men and more than dating. Because at the end of the day, yes, we want providers. You want a protector. That's totally, totally valid. But I need you to ground yourself first, especially if you're not good financially right now. I think that should be your biggest center, your biggest prioritization over really pretty much everything else besides, of course, your health, which is what I'm going to get into next. Now, I should have did health first because honestly, is no really enjoying your money without your health. Honestly, always put your health before even getting to the money, like, or at least try to prioritize your health as much as possible. You need that to really enjoy your life, right? Now when it comes to your health, if you have been feeling crappy within your body, I mean, like your stomach be hurting, whatever you deal with that is really messing with you. Like for me, for example, I was sick like the whole April. Honestly, I'm still recovering to this day, which is why I really been off of my YouTube. Honestly, I've been kind of burnt out. So I prioritize my health. As much as I love content, as much as I love YouTube, I had to put my health first. I had to put my livelihood first, honestly. So that's something I had to do to really provide my best. If you do not feel your best, how can you give your best? How can you do your best? Look into how can you naturally heal yourself? What supplements can you start taking? What doctors do you need to go to? When was your last GYN appointment? When was your last blood work appointment? When was your last physical? When did you get your teeth cleaned last? Look into these things, you know, like how's your insurance? Like all these things, really look into you, really look into is your grass is your grass green right now? All right. How can you water your grass? How can you continuously keep watering your grass? Because honestly, we can be like, oh, I really want a man in my life. All right. But we all know what come with being with someone. You got to take some selfishness out of you and now pour some of that into your partner. So instead of 100% going into you all the time, now you got to give a percentage of that to your partner. All right, making sure your partner is good. Oh, do you got to cook for your partner? Is your partner dealing with family issues? Now everything that was about you, now some of that got to go to your partner. So how about you water your own grass first? You take care of yourself first, because we all here, you cannot pour from an empty cup. So if your finances are bad, your health is declining, whatever else, and now you're trying to just give whatever empty cup to now a man because you're feeling lonely, or you worried about how a bill gonna get paid, or whatever else, it's like you might enter that relationship feeling, I don't know, already burnt out. And do you really want that for yourself? All right. Or you might not even give it the equal opportunity it really needs, because you're not in that mental or physical space right now. All right. So pour into you. It's the time to be selfish about you. Also, another thing I want to touch up with health is, how's your mental health? All right. Like, do you go through high functioning depression? That's real. Do you go through anxiety? Do you go through insecurities? Do you feel really off about yourself? Like, are you still carrying emotional baggage? Are you still healing from that last ex who did you filthy, or those previous exes who did you filthy from time to time to time? And you're just like, yo, like you're walking around bitter, you're walking around mad because they kept, all these men did you wrong. It's like, pray on it, pray about it, journal, whatever works for you. Be real with yourself, talk to yourself, spend time with yourself, meditate, walk in nature. It's getting beautiful outside. It's beautiful weather today. I'm gonna take my dog out later to the park. Like, all these things, like, how are you mentally? Can you really mentally right now handle dating? Can you really mentally right now handle a man? Like, how is that right now? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying some men could come into your life and make something that was so gray and help it turn colorful again. All right, some men can do that. Heavy on some, all right? But sometimes, well, most times, you start dealing with someone and you wasn't all the way there mentally, and then you get with some guy who is probably a complete narcissist or a complete asshole, emotionally abusive, probably even physically abusive, who knows? But since you are not mentally all the way there, or since you feeling like a little low about yourself, you end up tolerating more than you should tolerate. You probably dealing with things that you wouldn't really deal with if you was mentally there all the way, all right? Or at least for the most part, all right? So that's another thing too. It's not always, it's about mentally being good for you, but it's also about when you are as mentally as good as possible, you do not tolerate a lot of bullshit from dating or men or whatever, because you love yourself and you love your peace more than anything. So focus on that. If you're probably going through problem after problem, like you keep dating the same kind of men that ain't shit over and over and over again, it's something within you, it's something within your heart that is allowing you to keep picking the same kind of men in different bodies, but the same kind of behaviors. What healing do you need to do? What baggage do you need to kick to the side? What do you need to make at peace with? Who do you need to forgive? Okay, do all of these things. And even when it comes down to your friends and family, how is that? How are your relationships with them? Who do you have healthy boundaries with? Who do you need to have more boundaries with? Are you saying no when you should say no? Before you take on something new, do you have the current relationships that you do have right now in check? How are you handling that difficult aunt or that difficult uncle? Or how are you handling your parents? How are you handling your boundaries with your siblings or with your cousins? How are you handling those things right now? All right, like, again, y'all, I really, to wrap this all up, whether it is your health, your money, your relationships as far as friends and family and whoever else, I really want you to pour into yourself and be selfish right now. You need to. It's not even like, oh, optional. I'm going to do it when I can. No, you need to do it now, especially if you are in a place right now where you are feeling lost, where you are feeling confused, where you are feeling burned out, where you are feeling tired and miserable and hopeless, anxiety, or worried. Like, if you are in a state right now where you know you could be way better, I need you to be selfish. Again, this is not optional. This is mandatory for your well-being. Before you are worried about some some boy, before you date someone else, or before you download another dating app, or before you go somewhere to try to attract men all the time, how is your grass? All right. And I'm not saying that grass got to be perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect. But if your life right now is in shambles, or for the most part pretty close to it, I need you to pour into yourself and work on making your life better. Sometimes our priorities are shot, y'all. I'm sorry, it's shot. It's messed up. You know, you having a sneaky link, and then you got an eviction notice on your door the next day. All right, the sneaky link, you don't need a sneaky link right now, especially if that sneaky link ain't doing nothing for you, if you just want your body and your time. Okay, like, let's be real here. Pour into yourself. Now, if you need help with any of this, y'all know I have my glow up bundle that I'll be talking to y'all about. It's right in the description box. Digital product, fillable. All right, all for you. It's literally designed for your mental, physical, and emotional glow up. Prioritize you. Be selfish with you. Take care of you. You the one who gotta look at yourself in the mirror every single day. All right, you the one who gotta grow old with yourself. You know, if you have kids, your kids will grow older. They will move on. Always prioritizing other people. These people have their own lives. These people will have their own life. But where does that leave you? All right. And I just want you to protect you while you still can. I want you to do for you while you still can, so that at the end of the day, when you are older and you look back on your life, you be like, you know what? I did my best. I did my best. And also really try to be grateful for what you do have right now. It is crazy. I was talking to one of my friends, right? And life is the way life is. It will always be something that someone else have already that you want. Always. If you have a loving family, it's someone out there who wish they had a loving family, and they like, damn, I really wish that. But you might be looking at their life being like, damn, I wish I was as wealthy as they are. So they wish they had your family. You wish you had their wealth. So that's what I'm saying. Like, be grateful for what you do have, because there's someone out there who wish that they had what you already have. So to finish off this video, water the grass you already do have, and be grateful for that grass. Be grateful for that grass. Water that grass. And if you meet someone who can make that grass even greener, then cool. If not, then you are so confident in your own grass that you're not going to let anyone throw dirt on your grass. That's the best way I could put it. All right. You're not going to let anyone just kick on, just mess up your grass. All right. So be grateful for that grass. Let's do this again. Be grateful for that grass. Water that grass. Make that grass as green as you can. The grass ain't gonna be perfect, but you watered that grass so good, and that grass is so good that you're not gonna let just anything or anyone come in, in your grass and mess your grass up. All right. So that's the best way I could put it. Anyways, I had to go. I love y'all. I hope that you was able to get some value from this video. Again, everything is linked below from the digital products that can really help you with your own life. If you need that little help, that little booster, then it's all linked below. So I love y'all. Be safe, be well, enjoy the weather. It's beautiful outside, enjoy the weather, pop out. And that's another thing too, like, pop out this summer, look good. Be like, I was out, but I'm back. I'm back and I'm outside. All right. Make this year personal. Make this summer personal. Make this year personal, because it is. All right. I love you as always. And until next time, y'all. Bye.
You made me